I just got into Vancouver and thought I was going to be healthy for the first time in my life. So I got a salad, and as I'm just sitting down, enjoying this watery, tasteless meal, this man comes up beside me and taps me on the shoulder and says, "Do you want to know the secret of what's going on in Hong Kong right now?" So I look at him because I want to know the secret, and he spits directly into my eyeball. Not on my face, not by my eye, in the cornea of my eyeball. So I just sit there and I stare at him as I'm doing like this to try and get his saliva out of my freaking eyeball. And said, "No, sir, I don't," because I didn't want to know the secret anymore. And I have a feeling the secret was that he just gave me the coronavirus and I'm gonna die. So happy fun times with me, happy healthy eating, love my salad, totally worth it. Hey!
So this is the real story about how I broke the Big Thunder Mountain ride at Disneyland. Or so I thought. So at the beginning of the ride, I pulled out my phone to film, which I do all the time, and none of the workers ever say anything. But this time, as we were on the ride, you could hear a lady on the loudspeaker yelling things at us throughout the ride. And this was the only instance I got it audibly on camera. I don't remember what else she said because we were screaming on the ride. I wasn't sure if she was saying things to me or someone else because everyone was faced forward on the ride, so I didn't really know what she was talking about. Anyway, I got really scared because technically you're not supposed to have your phone out. She kept saying things over the loudspeaker until they ended up literally stopping us in the middle of the ride. We were stuck there for about 15 to 20 minutes and they made everyone leave the line, so it got pretty scary because no one was telling us what was going on. Meanwhile, I was convinced I was the reason they stopped the ride because I had my phone out and thought I dropped something on the rails. My friend also kept telling me that I broke the ride, though it was kind of an inside joke that I broke the ride. But finally, some workers came and released us and we had to climb down onto this ramp to get off. But in the end, they gave us all fast passes. They still never told us exactly what happened, but I assume it was because of my juicy fat ass.
So I woke up one day and a bitch started her period. Fast forward 3 hours, the end of third period came and I was walking to my next class, right? So bitch, I'm a fucking loner. No one was walking with me, okay? No one. But the Holy Spirit and I. And then my crush like taps me on the shoulder, right? Oh, this is where it got so good, bitch. My crush taps me on my shoulder and he's like, "Are you okay? Do you need help? Do you need me to call your mom?" I was like, oh my god, when Bae cares about you, hard as. So then I finally see someone I know, and she's like, "You have a big blood stain on your ass." I told her to take a picture of it. It looked like someone shot me in the ass. So after hiding in the bathroom for like an hour, my crush DMs me. He deadass says, "Hey, I don't know what happened, but you should get your ass checked out." When Bae thinks you got shot in the ass, hard as.
Nana, why are you picking me up? Where's my mom? She's real busy today, so it's just me. Want to get some Arby's on the way home? Hell yeah, I want some Arby's. Mom, what are you doing? Hurry up and go, Cat. I'm leaving your dad. What do you mean?
If me and my sister ever put our elbows on the dinner table, my mom would take a fork and stab us in the arm. On Thanksgiving, I put my elbow on the table and she stabbed me with the fork, and she told me I wasn't allowed to have Thanksgiving dinner that night and I had to go to my room. Well, payback's a bitch. My mom got food poisoning from the turkey because she accidentally baked it with the plastic in it. But guess who didn't get food poisoning because they didn't eat the turkey? That's what you get, bitch!
So here's another uncomfortable story about when I worked as a birthday party princess. I usually played Anna or Rapunzel, but one day the girl who played Ariel got really sick. So they said, "Sierra, could you play Ariel?" And I said, "Sure." So I go to this party as Ariel, and it's actually going pretty well. Until the end, when I was giving the kids their seashell favors, and a little boy came up to me and he said, "Ariel, can I touch your seashells?" And I said, "Sure." And I reached my hands out so he could touch the seashells I was holding. And this little boy touched my a boobies because I was wearing a seashell bra.
One day, my cousin made a Tinder, and we were having a family barbecue, so he came over. He was like, oh my god, Sam, like, this really hot girl just, like, matched with me, and then he shows me. And then I see the profile, and it's literally pictures of Madison beer. But the name on the profile was, like, Kalani. I was like, bro, I don't know who you think you're fucking texting, but it's not Madison beer. You're texting someone's fucking auntie right now, whole ass auntie. He's like, guess we're about to find out. I was like, no, what the no? He's like, yeah, I just gave her the Addy. She's about to pull up. Like, we're gonna meet. Like, it's all cool, Sam. Like, trust me. Trust me. Trust me, he said. Okay. I trusted him. So I see a car pull up, and he's like, oh my god, I think it's her. I was like, oh shit, what if I do meet Madison Beer? The door freaking opens, and this old lady pops up. I look at my cousin, and I'm like, go! Go hug her! Go! You were so excited. It's Kalani. The one and only. Come on.
Okay, I'm like documenting my death right now, but there's like a black van following me, and I was at Walmart and I got groceries and I got in my car and like shut the door, and this lady came up to my window and she was like knocking on it, and she was like, hey, like, I really need your phone, like, I'm not okay, like, I need to call for a ride home, like, can I please have your phone? And I was like, could you like go inside and ask for help? Like, I don't want to give you my phone, like, I'm sorry, it's not personal. And she was like, no, they won't help me, like, I need your phone. And I started realizing like what was going on. Oh my god, they're still following me. And I saw this black van parked next to me, and this man was just like sitting in there, and I like looked at the van and I looked at her and I was like, I'm so sorry, but I can't help you. And so I like left, and I think like she has my license plate number because they're following me, and I'm freaking out. Shit,
Story time. So this morning, my son gets to take a board game with him to school, right? And so he goes and he looks in the closet, he picks out Jumanji, because we have the board game Jumanji. He goes and puts it in his backpack, and he goes and gets ready for school. Well, I go and grab my phone, and I pull up a 15-minute long sound effect that sounds like this. And I turn it down so that it's just quieter than regular conversation level, and I put it underneath a kitchen chair. He comes back in and takes his backpack. He can't hear it because, you know, the dogs are in there walking around and stuff, and my wife is in there, and he sets it down in the chair right next to where I put that sound effect. And after a few minutes, he's like, I don't think that's the fridge, because he thought that it was the fridge making that sound, right? So then he bends down and he's listening at his backpack, and I was like, wait a minute, didn't you put Jumanji in his backpack? The look on his face, like... And then he starts pulling it out and opens it up and looks, and he's like, it's not coming from here. And so I grab the phone and pull it out, and he's like, Dad! Thought you'd enjoy.
Children Raised by Animals Part 1.
Ramachandra.
This boy was 12 years old and found by the Kawano River living an amphibious lifestyle.
Villagers was convinced that he was living among the lizards and amphibians around the river.
What's crazy is he walked on all four legs.
And his arms started to fuse together, kind of like an amphibian. For example, like a newt paw.
Or even the legs of a turtle. It's crazy how the human body evolves. He was captured and taken by a near village, but he didn't like it. He didn't adapt well. He liked raw food and staying by the river. Sadly, he passed away when a woman got scared and saw him crawling near her and decided to throw boiling water on him. Rest in peace. Give this video a like for part 2.
So a thing just happened. Mom and I got some pizza from a pizza place that makes pizza, and it was busy in there, so she placed the order and left, and she placed the order under Christina. Christina is my mom's name. So she's like, there's this shop that I want to check out. I'm leaving you in charge of picking up the pizza. So I'm like, okay, I'll pick up the pizza. So this individual behind the counter calls out for Christina, and I pick up the pizza, as one does. And they hand me the pizza, and they're like, what's your preferred name? And I'm like, Jake. And they're like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry to do that to you. This individual thinks that I am the Christina, and I am a transgender individual whose mother dead named them at the pizza place. So they like, in that sort of voice, go like, have a good day, Jake. And I am mortified beyond belief by this encounter.
There's no way around the fact that I'm lying in a trunk. What's up? Whoa.
What's up, everybody? So, as promised, I got that trunk story for you here, but got to move pretty quick, so let's get into it. Basically, my issues began when I stole my neighbor's cat. No, I'm fucking around. The boys and I were at Benihana, 6 o'clock on a summer night. 9 rolls around real quick before management decides it's time to move us out. We were having a terrific time, though. The sake bomb, watching the guy do the volcano onions, whatever, and the choo-choo. Either way, we decided to continue the night over at 7-Eleven, across the street. There we are. To our great fortune, run into some boys we know. Say, hey, you think you could just give us a ride home? I live like 5-minute walk. But in this instance, I draw a short stick. Either I lose the nose game or rock, paper, scissors, I'm in the trunk. We drive for about a minute before being pulled over. Cops open up the trunk. I look up. I'm just like, oh, shit. What is going on? I get out. They tell me my boys have dipped. And I say, shit, I better dip too.
Story time. So one day this guy comes in and he gets a steak and cheese footlong. So I ask him, any veggies for it? He says, can you cut it in half? So I'm like, okay, I'll do it at the end. And he replies with, no, I want it now. So I'm like, okay, I cut it. I finished the first half of his sandwich. Once we get to the second one, this man tells me he wants sweet peppers. So as I'm putting sweet peppers, he tries to yell at me saying, I don't want no sweet peppers. I said I want it on the side. So I'm like, okay, sir, so what do you want on it? He goes, you're going to do it the way I want to do it. And I'm like, well, sir, I'm not going to do it the way you want to do it. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. So what do you want on this sandwich? He goes, I'm leaving. I don't want this no more. So I'm like, bye. Okay, so whatever. He leaves. He pays for the sandwich. He ends up getting it. I go to the back. I start talking shit to my coworkers. I'm ready. I needed some Jesus. I want to fight him. But anyways, I don't. I just go back to work, right? I'm minding my business. As I'm doing dishes, all I hear is, he's back. He's back. And he wants to talk to me. He wants to talk to who? Me? Okay.
My daughter Savannah is the CEO of faking illness to get out of school. So when she does not feel like being there, she will go to the nurse's office and complain to them that she is really not feeling good so that they call me and I have to go get her. Well, one day after this happens, I walk into the administrative office and everybody is really concerned because Savannah is sitting in a chair like so dramatically like, hi, Mom. And like when I saw her, I burst out laughing. I was like, oh my God, are you okay? And everybody looked at me like I was some really bad mom. Like, oh my God, why aren't you more concerned? But as we were walking out, she was walking really slow and actually didn't look good. So even I was a little concerned. I was like, oh my God, honey, are you okay? Until we got to the car when Savannah looks at me and goes, you know what, Mom? I feel better now. And I was like, Savannah, are you serious? And she's like, Mom, do you maybe want to go to Starbucks and have like a girls' day? And I was like, honey, what kind of question is that? You know I do.
So me and my friends have been hiding my grilled chicken leftovers at each other's houses for over 2.5 years now. First, I hid them under Jordan's bed, and then she tied it on the back of Nina's car. Nina brought it up to school and waited to give it to Alyssa for her 21st birthday. When Alyssa found it, she saved it to give to Jordan for her 21st birthday, and we hid it in her closet. After Jordan found it, we opened it up to look at it. Then we immediately put it in Marissa's car, and she found it when she got home the next morning. 9 months later, I found it on my car and eventually gave it back to Marissa. Then Nina got it for her birthday, and we celebrated 1 year of having the chicken. And somehow Nina found it on our car and gave it to Alyssa for April Fool's Day. Then she mailed it to Jordan's apartment. I found it on my car and gave it to Nina the night before we left for LA. Then at Jordan's little sister's grad party, we had the caterers bring it and surprise her with it. A few months later, we burned the original box and put it in a new bag and had a little photo shoot for the chicken's 2nd birthday. Then Alyssa got it for her birthday again. Most recently, we snuck it under Jordan's tree for her to open Christmas Day with her family, which, by the look on his face, her dad totally seemed to love.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. The most embarrassing thing just happened to me. So I just took a bath. I didn't wash my hair because I'm lazy and I'm gross. Anyways, I walked out of the bathroom. I live by myself. I am technically allowed to walk around naked in my birthday suit whenever I want to because nobody else is here to see me. You get the point. I can walk around naked because I live here by myself. My name Hope with a P is silent. As you can see, the P is knocked off. Anyways, I walk out of the bathroom. My cheeks are barren. And I kind of forgot that I left my blinds open. And I walked out completely naked right across from this bar that is filled with people. My spaghetti-o. I'm pretty sure I flashed the entire bar. Look at, they probably saw me naked. It gets worse. It gets worse than this. I realize what I've done and that I'm naked and they can see me. And so I quickly turn around and run down the hall. As I was turning, I slipped in my little bath puddle and fell, still naked, in the hallway. So they saw me naked and they saw me fall naked. I'm so embarrassed. I'm gonna die. I'm literally gonna die.
Guys, holy shit. I am on the 35th floor and I swear to you my building is tilting. Like, can you see? My whole building is literally moving. Oh my god. This is insane. Like, the whole... Oh baby, don't be scared. My cats are scared. It's vibrating. The whole house is vibrating.